And for Milwaukee, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Quentin Grimes out there with Robinson. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. You know, Doris, one of the fun things about the first weeks of the season, fans getting to know the new faces on their team.
Oh, Kevin, there's
bullshit.
talent across
80%.
the league, but if you're adding new talent, you wonder a couple things. How do they fit? How special can they be? Fans just can't wait for tip-off.
And the basket is good.
Yeah, this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Robinson against George. Brown with it. The tray. The shot by George, no good. To the middle. And Turner throws it down.
Well, to me, this is about chemistry that Miles Turner has with his guys. He just times that alley-oop perfectly.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Outside, George. To the inside. Here's Nurkic, and it's sent back by Turner. Pass to Grimes.
Hey, boy, Grimes.
That one, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Down low, Bailey, and finished off by Bailey.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And here is Robinson. Here's Kuzma.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Now here's Turner. It's up a 3. Filipowski grabs the board.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Bailey passes to George.
Oh, he's Bailey. Look at that.
Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can see the power game that Yusuf Nurkic has in his tool bag. That's a strong finish.
Here's MT. He had a career game last time out.
Bucket
after bucket. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Good, and it's MT picking up the assist. Robinson's got 3 assists now in this one. George against Robinson. George passes to Bailey. He lobs it up. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Pass to Antetokounmpo.
Yes,
he doesn't hit that one. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Filipowski. Over Giannis. The rebound by Turner.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Come on.
Of course, what about Miles Turner? He views himself as more than just an athlete.
I think he views himself as a Renaissance man, very much into style and fashion. He considers himself an artist. If you've ever seen any of his creations, they are mind-boggling. Miles Turner has a ton of interests.
The Jazz with the lead. Here's Bailey. He trains the quick shot. Bailey's got his second bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And Utah has possession. Following the miss by MP.
Oh, goodness, the timing, the length, the instinct. Miles Turner sends it back.
On defense, Milwaukee. Now, Bailey. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Lock at 6. Filipowski finds Nurkic. Baseline try. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Tries the spin move. Kuzma passes to Giannis. There's the 3.
On Grimes.
It's a tie ball game.
How about the quick trigger off the catch from Grimes? Nice.
Outside, George. On the top of the key. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Grimes with it. Back to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there. missing his sensational will to finish with the flush.
George passes to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Guarded by Kuzma. And finished off by Bailey.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Grimes with it. Covered by Brown. Robinson for three. And again, get the triple.
MP looking solid from there.
Jazz trail by three. George passes to Brown. Pass to Nurkic. Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Giannis grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
And here is MT. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now Grimes. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Grimes has got 6.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Yeah.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis is checked in for Miles Turner. Trent comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Anthony subbed in for Quentin Grimes. Filipowski
Get that
finds
steal,
George.
come on.
Bailey passes to George. Fires the three. The rebound by the Bucks. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Ball stolen.
A risky cross-court pass there, and it costs them. You got to be sure that you can get it there in time before you let that one go.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. The 19-footer is on the money. He's got 8. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. 8-point game. And maybe more than any team in the West, the Jazz really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14.
I never thought I would see this, but Jesse James West just
It just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
Here's Brown. Still without a basket. And
Come on.
with the stuff.
Deontay George with the elevation. How about that vertical, folks?
Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. MP passes to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Right wing. Pass to Nurkic. Nice ball movement by Utah. Bailey misses. Bucks leading by 8. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. George looking over the floor.
Oh,
And
muff
the foul
that again.
on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. Checked in from Milwaukee. Rollins comes in for MP. Utah also making some changes. Lowry Marketing comes in for Kyle Filipowski. And it's Collier in for Christian Brown. And George kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Collier. Now here's George, covered by Rollins. And finished off by Bailey.
Boy, when he's not beating you with the shot, George can absolutely beat you with the pass.
Now here's Anthony. Still scoreless. To the paint. Here's Smith. Rebound by Nurkic. Jazz trail by 8. Here's Collier. In the corner, George with it. Pass to Bailey. Shot clock at 6. Here's Collier. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Inside. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Anthony.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back to you.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Milwaukee making a switch. Sims is checked in, and the basket by Bailey.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Bailey with the ball. Defended by Trent.
This is why you love Nurkic. This guy is an exceptional passer.
Portis a screen on George. George against Rollins. Now, here's Trent. Tight defense on him. Got a piece of it.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now, here's Nurkic. Pass to Bailey. To the left side wing. Markkanen a screen on it. Here's Collier. Excellent D there from Anthony. Bucks leading by 8. Trent outside. Here's Sims, defended by George. Anthony, the pass to Portis. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Portis has got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
George against Rollins. Outside, George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. For 3. No good that time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Lauri Markkanen, and it's Collier in at the 2. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Now, here's Markkanen. 12 points his last outing. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it's Collier missing. Milwaukee leading by 9. Outside Robinson. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Trent. Good defense by MP.
Oh, he had all the room he needed, just failed to convert it.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Sensabaugh. There's Markkanen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Markkanen's got his second basket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Robinson passes to Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. MP's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Collier. Picked by Markkanen. Here's Collier, covered by Anthony. And he lays it straight in.
Aggressive move in the painted area just makes some things happen.
Bucks leading by 12. And here is MP. 6 points for him. Oh, jammed by Anthony.
Boy, Cole Anthony, just tremendous balance. This guy talented offensively, but not like he comes at you with great size. Just a tremendous finish.
Bellamy checked in for Milwaukee. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah, easy call.
The Jazz shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Jazz trail by 14. Down low. Here's Bailey. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Bailey's got 15.
Just doing what he can. He's competing, and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. This game with 30 points. And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That is his first foul of the game. Now Robinson. He's got 6. Pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Jazz trail by 14. To the wing right side. Filipowski passes to Bailey. Over Trent. Comes up empty down low.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
MP outside. From outside the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. He's got 9.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period, 2 here in the second.
Here's Collier, guarded by Robinson. Pass to Markkanen. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Markkanen's got 6 in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
MP passes to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Collier. His three-pointer's off the mark. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Hawks. MP passes to Portis. It doesn't go for him.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Robinson with it. He's got 9. Pass to Portis. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Collier, guarded by Robinson. Here's Filipowski. Lays it up off the glass. Filipowski's got his first points of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Robinson passes to Rollins. MP outside. Trent driving the lane.
Oh, you love to see Gary Trent Jr. put it on the deck, slice through the defense off that drive. Stop it, Gary.
Utah calls timeout. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Rollins. The Jazz also changing it up. Nurkic checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And Georgia subbed in for Collier. It's Grimes on the wing. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How many times have we
You
seen
can
a
try
possession
to
take that from them today? Ending with a basket.
give him a red and a white.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
A 78%
Teal
foul
and
a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Craig, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
Christmas
A
vibes.
little added excitement and interest early in the
You can try teal and blue. Well, teal and purple or teal and another bright color.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, MVP in the last matchup against Philadelphia played some superb basketball. He had 46 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last
That's what I'm
game.
trying to think
He
of.
willed the team
I
to
think
victory
anything
through
goes.
his talent and through that competitiveness.
Yeah.
Let's give
Bright and dull always
for
goes together.
continuing to find
Most
this
times.
guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were
Also, I'm
willing to
thinking about the
ride
wrong
it all
color.
night long.
Shot clock at 3.
Oh,
Bailey. Rebound
Yellow.
Milwaukee. Giannis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball,
Okay.
they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
yeah.
Now, here is George. Following the miss by Giannis. Brown the pass to George. Nurkic
Right,
setting the
let's
pick
see.
for George.
One way to know.
Utah gets it back. Count that one. Nurkic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, one thing you can always count on with Yusuf Nurkic, this guy's
Yep.
going to carve out space around the glass.
To the middle. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but through the foul. It'll go to the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
The Bucks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first free throw is good.
Miles Turner has a lot of value in today's NBA. This guy's got length, athleticism, excellent shot blocker. He can space the floor with the ability to make those jumpers.
Porter's checked in for MP. All three goals good from Turner.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Over to the wing. Nurkic the pass to Bailey.
I know. Because of me and your mom.
Outside, George. Pass to Brown. Beyond the arc. Porter pulls it
Because pink is the basis of all nails. There's so many persons that like pink nails. Pink is still pink nails. They don't like pink, but this is the way they go.
George passes to Bailey. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
To the inside. Here's Turner. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Turner's got 9 points.
Miles Turner doesn't play bully ball often, folks, but that's a big-time bucket.
I bet the player would like to see that.
Nurkic the pass to Bailey. Now Brown. He's guarded by Grimes.
Oh, I want that and take that.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing.
She used to.
Oh.
Occasionally. She'll be like, she's like how they look, but like,
now Brown.
she's like trying to sit more.
Hangs home the trifecta.
Necessarily.
Brown's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Back to Antetokounmpo. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Utah calls timeout. Robinson's checked in for Porter. Robinson against George. Out to the wing. Pass to Bailey. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Grimes. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists tonight. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Here's MP after the basket by Utah. Here's Kuzma. Off target from three-point range. Now 8 seconds separating the two. Clocks. George finds Filipowski, and it goes down 2 points. Filipowski's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 6 on the shot clock. A floater. Count that one. Giannis has got 14.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this. And get ready for the half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Good to have you with us. First half in the books, and maybe not a surprise, it's been quite the night for MP.
Putting up points, not shy, looking for his shot, man. And he's been carrying the load offensively.
Yes, he understands his role and what he needs to do to keep his team successful.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
This kind of performance, fans love to see two players going after it one-on-one. I can't wait to see how the second half unfolds.
It's been a fun one to watch so far, Jet, that is for sure. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It has been a clinic out there by Ace Bailey.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Milwaukee leading by 19. The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Robinson is out there with Quentin Grimes. And it's Turner in at the center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Pass to George. Now Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Here's Brown. The three-pointer, no good. And for Milwaukee, their shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great. They're 63% from the floor in this game. Grimes off the pick from Robinson. Kuzma outside. Inside, here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Now that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And finished off by Nurkic.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Pass to Robinson to the paint. Here's Turner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Right, this is the size of Miles Turner because he's so skilled at using it to pick up these fouls.
The Bucks have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And the first one at the line is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Jazz trail by 20. Pass to Brown. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Grimes. Back to MP. It's Kuzma top the key. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Kuzma's got 5 points so far.
All Kuzma needed was the basketball. His feet were planted. He was ready on the catch.
Bailey passes to George. And he drives in. And the rejection by Giannis. The three from MP. And Brown pulls it down. Now Bailey. He's got 17. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Over Robinson. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Nurkic the pass to Bailey. In the corner, George with it. George missing again.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Pass to Filipowski. Down low. George with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. By himself. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
And big men aren't supposed to move that well in the open floor. That's a big reason Giannis earned the name, the Freak.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys, back to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Kuzma can't get it to go. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's George, and he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. George has got 7 points.
Well, Keontae George, a crafty finisher in that mid-range.
Robinson gets to Giannis. And Giannis up to Kubo, throws it down home.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. George with no one around. No good from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Brown. Here's Filipowski. Nurkic up top. Here's Brown. He's guarded by Grimes. Nice ball movement by Utah. The three from George. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Robinson finds Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. And once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
For Utah, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Bailey passes to Nurkic. Now Brown. He's guarded by Grimes. Outside, George. Over MP. The Jazz again can't hit it.
I'll give him a ton of credit here. He is trying to make plays, but nothing right now helping his team.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Nurkic the pass to Bailey. Outside, George. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Turner with the screen. MP passes to Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Exactly what you want from the guy in your pick and roll position. He's got to be able to set a firm screen and then find his opening.
Pass to Nurkic. Bailey with the ball. He's got 17, and the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sims is checked in. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Trent's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Anthony's subbed in for Quentin Grimes. Markkanen, he's checked in for Utah. Nurkic dishes to George. Over MP. Another miss by Utah.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
A 3-ball. And number 12 goes in. He's made 7 out of 12 now.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Outside, George. Pass to Markkanen. To the paint. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
What vision, what feel by Keontae George.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Robinson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pass to Nurkic. Double team on Nurkic. The 3 from George. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 10 points in the game.
Boy, that's his second 3. First of this half, though.
Portis finds Robinson. There's the triple. And Brown pulls it down. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to George. Looking for Filipowski and gets it there. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Robinson, that's good.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
For Utah, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. George with the bounce pass. Anthony against Brown. Back to Markkanen. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Robinson kicks to Anthony. Robinson a screen on Brown. Anthony, the pass to Trent. There's a screen. MP, that's for 2. Offensive rebound. Lets it go with a 3. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 4 assists in the game. Utah's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Pass to Brown. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And how about the response by Markkanen? Made 3 on one end, he comes right back for his own team. Love it.
Robinson for 3, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now, and the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Inside, here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Boy, what a night for Jusuf Nurkic. They have gone to him time and again, and it's paying off.
Sims kicks to MP. Here he goes. A rebound by the Jazz. Nurkic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Markkanen finds George. Baseline J on the way. Rebounded by the Bucks.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Sims. Danny battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Sims has got 4 this quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
George with the bucket.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And so it's MP making things happen for Milwaukee. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the... pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Utah looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. Then it's Lowry Markkanen, and it's Hendricks in at the foul. Robinson passes to Smith. The rebound by Collier. Utah shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injury. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staff?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches, down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization. I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Here's Collier, guarded by Robinson. Pass to Bailey. Shoots the three. Rebound by Smith.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Robinson kicks to Trent. Outside for Robinson. Back to Anthony. Lets it go from deep. And it's Utah with the rebound. And it's Bailey in the corner. Good on the triple. Bailey's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Utah.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Monday, they'll face off against Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that matchup with the Clippers, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. Should be a fun one.
Nurkic checked in for the Jazz. Sends the ball no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the Bucks miss again.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
With the step back, the 11-footer misses off the left iron. And so MV will bring it up for the Bucks. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
To the inside, Nurkic. Here's Markkanen. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Well, you just love to see Markkanen get after it and contribute on the backboards. Big-time job right there.
Pass to Robinson. Picked by Anthony. Back to MP. Trent setting the pick for Robinson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, my goodness. Gary Trent Jr. saying, Pops, I got a little hops in my game, too.
The Jazz working the ball around now. And finished off by Bailey.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
And the execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Markkanen's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
MP with it. Bailey picks him up. Kicks it out to MP. Trent up top. The 9-foot shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Rollins. In transition, here come the Jazz. Banked in off the glass.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Prince outside. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Prince has got his first bucket of the night.
Well, just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done. George
passes to Nurkic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Bucks making a change here. Bellamy's checked in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Down low. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's the screen. Pass to Rollins. Now here is Robinson. Bellamy with a screen on George. Robinson passes to Bellamy. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Jazz have gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Nurkic, the pass to Bailey. Over Prince. Bailey misses. Buck shooting 65%. An outstanding offensive display from them.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting about 47% here in the fourth. And it's Bailey in the corner. Count it. Good. Bailey's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Robinson with it. Bailey picks him up. It's good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And so George will bring it up for Utah. Pass to Nurkic. Now Brown to the paint. Here's George. Bailey passes to George. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Oh, you love to see Keontae George power through it all, flexing on the defense right there.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
In transition, here come the Jazz. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Bucks. MP's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. LDB, something that never seems to go away during the season is chatter about trade.
And Kevin, what makes this so interesting is that very often fans of this league are as interested in trades, who's coming and going, as they are in the results of their team. It's a little intrigue that everybody wants a piece of.
Nurkic, the pass to Bailey. Utah moving it around. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. From the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here is Robinson. And here is Portis. He's guarded by Nurkic. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Jackson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. 1:56 left in the game. George against Robinson. George passes to Nurkic. Now Bailey. Filipowski in the corner. Outside, George. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
Robinson, that's good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
An emphatic LU jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Stolen by Robinson, and it's the Bucks on the break. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And the dunk by Prince.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Whoa.
Pass to Brown.
Right there.
Up and in on the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Back to Robinson. So it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.
I think I need to send this one back. This one. I need to see this guy. This one.
Sometimes the phone will silence itself just. I think I've done that on multiple occasions. Like it'll lower your volume. Like you must go to like settings and like change things.
I did that all the time.
I've done it multiple times too. And I would constantly do it over and over and over again. My phone is just weird like that. For the best. Alex was in